Ready for action are the Knicks. And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And to tip off opening night, let's check out the starting lineups. First for the Bobcats, Kemba Walker is out there with Ben Gordon, and playing at the center position, the premier low-post weapon out of Prentice, Mississippi, Big Al Jefferson. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and it's Zeller in at the 4. And for the Knicks, the guards, Ray Felton and J.R. Smith, and it's Chandler in at the 5, roaming the paint. Then it's Anthony, and it's Stoudemire in at power forward.
Bobcats came out of the gates fast to start the season, won 7 of the first 12. Amazingly, that actually tied their win total from the previous season that had been shortened, and they set a record for a team matching a previous year's win total in the fewest games, but unfortunately it didn't last.
Well, Clark, as you said, that hot start would quickly vanish as those 7 wins would end up being an entire third of their total wins of the year. Steve, once the meat of the season came around, they just couldn't keep up.
Well, reality always sets in the NBA, Kevin. I mean, when you don't have enough talent, you might get off to a hot start, but it's all going to turn around, and that's exactly what happened with Charlotte. But look, they're getting better. I like some of their young players, but I think this team has a better future than people realize.
Kidd-Gilchrist, no luck. New York with the ball. It's a 3-point game. And this matchup with the Bobcats, it's their first game of the NBA's regular season.
And looking back to last year, they won this season series, as you'd probably expect.
Walker the pass to Kidd-Gilchrist. And Felton is up top. He's guarded by Kidd-Gilchrist. Smith dishes to Felton. Kicks to Chandler. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. To touch again on Steve's comment, last year they were a playoff team facing a team that went home at the end of the regular season, and Clark, they took advantage.
Yeah, that to me is what makes a playoff team, Kevin. I mean, beating the teams you should beat and then not having any significant letdown.
And he makes the first.
Tyson Chandler, first-time All-Star last season, his 12th season in the league. This is a guy that came right out of high school. It was a long time coming for him, but certainly that All-Star berth well-deserved.
Second free throw, no good. And for Tyson Chandler, it's been a long road over the last few seasons. Steve, he's playing undoubtedly the best basketball of his career.
Yeah, key contributor on Team USA, an NBA champion with the Mavericks in 2011, and now an NBA All-Star. It's the defense, it's the understanding of his teammates and the game plan. Just a very, very smart player and a hard worker as well.
And here is Chandler after the three-pointer from Ben Gordon. Anthony drives in. No luck. Jefferson with some nice D.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job. It's a scary thought for the league, guys, if Michael Kidd-Gilchrist ever gets a reliable jump shot. I mean, his ability to slash and get to the bucket combined with a consistent jumper would make him one of the toughest guys in the league to guard.
And for Kidd-Gilchrist, the outside shot is a work in progress. I'll tell you what, though, he is a great slasher.
He's tough. He's got a good handle on the ball, and when he gets in the open floor, finishes well at the rim, sometimes through contact because of his strength. So, yeah, you're right. The jump shot is the last component.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Gordon for 3. That's good. Gordon's got 6.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Mike Woodson. We talked about the impact players on these two teams, the ones who can take over a game single-handedly. And he told me that Michael Kidd-Gilchrist may already be in that category. He said he's a guy we've got to account for. He's just so relentless. If you're not ready to match his intensity level, he'll make you look bad. And Kevin, he said if they can limit his impact on the game, that will certainly help.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Here's Walker after Amari Stoudemire's bucket from deep. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Zeller. He's got 9.
He's come out of the gate smoking from three-point range today. Barbecue chicken.
Clark, you know me. I love barbecue chicken.
I'm more of a baked chicken guy myself, but that's fine, whatever.
Oh, where did we get this guy?
Kevin, you love anything. I've not seen anything come in front of you that's food that you haven't devoured.
Charlotte in the lead. And Walker kicks to Zeller. Charlotte moving the ball around. And the basket by Gordon.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Yeah, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
Now, here's Felton. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Smith the pass to Chandler. And now running up the court, Kidd-Gilchrist pushing it up. Finished off the break.
Seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Felton against Walker. Kidd-Gilchrist comes with a double team. Felton with the ball. He's picked up by Walker. Smith kicks to Chandler. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Chandler's got 5 points so far.
What's interesting for me to watch with Mike Woodson as head coach in New York is the exciting floor spacing offense they started playing last season. In Atlanta, he'd been known for a grinded out isolation play style, but has actually tweaked his approach a little bit, and that's been impressive.
Now Felton after the missed 3 from Gordon. The shot's good from Smith.
Boy, that was a pretty feed from Raymond Felton.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bobcats. And back to Mike Woodson, not a flashier, high-maintenance type of personality. He keeps it on the And the Bobcats have changed their look on the floor. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. Walker was the focus of the discussion, and he wants their offense to run through him. Coach putting the pressure squarely on his shoulders by asking him to be the key man in the offense. It's not something they ask of him every game, but when they do, he can usually handle it. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
All right, Doris, thank you very much.
You know, after losing Jeremy Lin going into last season, guys, I think some fans were concerned that the team might slip back to isolation basketball and their offense would stagnate, but instead they flourished as a three-point shooting team.
That free throw, no good. And back to the Knicks personnel moves. You got to give them a lot of credit going out and finding shooters and defenders and Steve, playmakers to surround their star players with.
Yeah, they ended up with Bargnani, putting him at the kind of the shooting 4 spot, adding another three-point threat. The Knicks are always going to be aggressive personnel-wise. This was already a good team, second-best record in the East, but, you know, they're looking to get better.
And he's good on the second. There's 1:17 left here in the first quarter. And Sessions kicks to Biyombo. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. The Knicks have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. The drive by Shumpert. That drops.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
And stolen by Udrih. And now the Knicks on the break. Shumpert's running and finished off by Martin.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific. And I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And now that they have the lead, they might even want to get more aggressive defensively. Really attack, try to come up with more steals.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Well, you got to time up the clock, and it's easier said than done, but you got to execute your offense on that first possession.
New York with the ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Doubled by Biyombo. Bargnani kicks to Shumpert. Pulls from the top of the key, and there's another one for the Knicks.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
It's stolen by Martin. Here's Udrih. No good off the front iron. And McRoberts kicks to Henderson. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Yeah, guys, so much emotion is going to be kind of going through his head in this one. Playing in your hometown can be a little nerve-wracking for some players, but normally after the first few possessions, you settle down and just play your game. But no doubt he's going to notice that cheering section of friends and family he's got up in the stands.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. It's the Knicks leading by a point. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
The NBA season blasts off. Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers take on DeMarcus Cousins and the Sacramento Kings. It's the NBA next Thursday.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for New York.
Boy, their frenetic defense has really been impressive, putting a lot of pressure on ball handlers and turning them over.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Charlotte trailing. Beyond the arc. No good.
He's still a strong defender, but there's a time where you could put Meta World Peace on a player and just basically remove that player from the game. Still strong on the block and with good instincts, but his lateral movement is starting to slip.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
The Knicks leading by 3. As you said with Meta World Peace, still a solid defender, Clark, but he is no longer in the conversation as the best perimeter defender in the NBA.
Well, that's what happens when you add up years and lose a step. But boy, was he fantastic in his prime defensively. He's still able to get it done in short bursts, and although he can't take your Kevin Durant's or Kobe Bryant's out of their games now, he can still shut down a score for a quarter or so.
Here's Prigioni. He's guarded by Pargo. Prigioni dishes to Shumpert. Now the pass to Martin. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Martin's got the lead back up to 5 now for New York. Passes it to Haywood. Here's McRoberts, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Prigioni passes to World Peace. He feeds it to Prigioni. And the three ball is good. Preheone's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Bobcats trail by 6. There's the dish to Henderson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a three-point battle like this.
And Preheone kicks to world peace. And he gets the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 5.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve. Well, for a long time for the New York fans, going to see a Knicks game was an exercise in masochism, but they've turned it around in a big way, and now this is a tough place to play for a road team.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, J.R. Smith is a player who has faced his share of criticism over the years. Coming into last season, he said, I looked my career over and realized I never won anything. I'm lacking discipline. I have to show people a different side of me, that I can be more positive, humble, and be more of a team player as opposed to just trying to do everything myself. And it paid off as he won the 6th Man of the Year award. Coach Mike Woodson said, quote, I'm so proud of him. He bought in, put in the time, and he worked his tail off. A great story, Kevin.
Well, you have to like that focus on the team first. Thanks, Doris. Hardaway dishes to Preheone. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Preheone's got 5 points now this quarter. And Clark, that's what winning's going to do for you. The Knicks had the 2nd best home record in the East last season as they won 31 games here.
Well, you know, Kevin, there's so much mystique here in this building. And everybody loves to play in New York. It's the mecca for basketball in this country. And when NBA players come into New York, they can't wait to play against this Knicks team. And the Knicks, they want to defend their home floor.
Charlotte calls timeout. At this point of the game, always important to stay focused, and while the coach goes over the game plan, these players are getting a much-needed chance to rehydrate and refuel with Gatorade. And guys, we know the drill well, all 3 of us drinking the Gatorade too.
Yeah, no question. Right. I mean, Kevin, people have no idea the fatigue that can set in during a telecast. And so it's important for us to stay hydrated all game long.
Clark, you're always hydrated.
Yeah, I try to be, but it's usually with a combination of H2O and Gatorade.
I love Gatorade. And look at Steve, he has the Gatorade shirt on.
Yeah, he's really immersed in the Gatorade.
Yeah, gotta love it.
And the Bobcats have changed their look on the floor. And Walker kicks to Gordon. No good with the triple. The Knicks have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. They get it back. Charlotte's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. And there's Zeller, and that's good on the assist by Jefferson. Jefferson's got 3 assists in the game.
Steve Clifford has 13 years of experience as an NBA assistant coach with stops in New York, Houston, Orlando, and Los Angeles, and now as the new coach in Charlotte. I think he's a guy that's going to do well there.
And Clifford, the 6th head coach in the Bobcats' 10-year history, Steve.
Well, he's a defensive-minded coach, a Jeff Van Gundy clone, someone who worked for Van Gundy in Houston, but has always been highly regarded around the league. I think he's going to make a good impact in Charlotte.
Free throw good, Stoudemire.
Last year, Amari knew that he was going to be a different player, but made sure to prepare for it the best he could as he tried to add more moves to his post game in order to remain an impact player in this league.
And both free throws good for Stoudemire. And back to Amari Stoudemire. It's amazing how great a scorer he was without really being a packed-to-the-basket big man.
Oh, he was absolutely lethal when he was healthy. Facing you up was the last thing you wanted to see as a defender because he can make you look bad. But like a lot of players, when the athleticism starts to decline, the post game is where you can use your footwork, skill, savvy, strength to get high percentage buckets. And he's got a good enough touch to be able to do that.
And it's Gordon missing.
Well, after that great first quarter from outside, he's cooled down here.
Stoudemire the pass to Chandler, and he converts the layup. And now a 5-point New York lead.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
Yeah, the defense has been futile here. 5 of the last 6 field goals in the lane, and they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically.
See some of the numbers here on Carmelo Anthony. Great year for him last year. Last year he averaged 28 points per game, 7 rebounds and 2 assists. So much of what this team does on offense comes from him.
Exactly. I mean, he's their leading scorer, and a lot of the possessions run through him.
And 1:01 left in the second quarter. This one for 3, and again, New York with the triple.
This is great. Three-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
The Cats trail by 5. Inside, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to the Bobcats as Charlotte retains possession. And Clark, while we have a moment, let's show you the list of players who put up the most points last year. Number 1, Carmelo Anthony.
You know, last year was a tough season with impressive scoring numbers by several players, but this is the man who came out on top. Let's see how he stacks up this year.
I'd like to see them go 2 for 1 here.
I would, too. They need to make this a quick possession and a fruitful one, too.
That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the half. Chandler's shot, good.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Count that one. Gordon's got 15 points.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
They better not make it 3 straight, because now all of a sudden you're looking at a hot streak.
Felton with the ball. He's picked up by Walker from downtown. Felton can't get it to go.
Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
Here's Smith. Shot is off. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Knicks lead by 4. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, guys, I'm here with Al Jefferson. And Al, what's the strategy been so far defensively, and what needs to happen in the second half in that regard?
Well, we just got to help. You know, we can't let everybody beat us. We just got to, everybody got to help and on the defensive end and getting the key to protect the paint.
Pick your poison. Can't let everybody beat you, Al. We appreciate it, guys.
Okay, Doris, thanks. And we'll have the start of the third quarter for you shortly. But first, the halftime show.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's opening day in the NBA, and all is right in the 2K sports world. Hello, I'm Damon Bruce. New York leading against Charlotte. They're looking to establish themselves early on as a winning team. Everything is going right for Tyson Chandler. He is all over the court against Charlotte. He's got 9 points and has been very efficient, converting his shots into points with a nice field goal percentage. And on the other hand, the Bobcats are still alive. And from outside, you couldn't shoot it much better than this. They are scorching hot from beyond the arc. Some fundamentally textbook sound basketball from Ben Gordon. He's got 15 points, been dialed in from downtown so far. And let's look ahead at the games that won't be tipping off until later tonight. Over at Verizon Center, the Wizards will face off against the Pacers. That one an all-Eastern Conference affair. A 7:30 Eastern time is tip-off. And one game also on the docket. It'll be the Hawks against the Bucks out in Milwaukee. A 7:30 Eastern tip time. And another game that's coming up, it'll be the Magic out at Amway Center against the Bulls. That gets going 7:30 Eastern. That'll be it for the halftime report. The second half is coming right up. Hope to see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Terrific game for Ben Gordon. 15 points and 2 rebounds. inside, outside, it hasn't mattered. He's hitting from all over the floor.
Anywhere he goes, guys, he's had the hot hand, really putting a lot of pressure on the defense.
Bobcats trail by 4.
You know, it was a rough year last season for the Bobcats, but they didn't do so bad against the East. Didn't finish with more wins than losses or anything, but with 18 wins against the rest of the conference, they weren't at the bottom in that category either.
Now Walker. 40. Pass to Zeller. Back to Walker. Launches it. Second shot opportunity. And Jefferson with a nice bucket inside.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
New York leading by 4. Well, as you said, Clark, the Bobcats with 18 wins against the East last year, not anywhere close to where they need to be. But, Steve, they did have a better winning percentage there compared to other splits.
Well, that's a bright spot, I guess, Kevin. If that's what they're hanging their hat on, though, they're in some trouble. I mean, it's a team that has a lot of work to do to get back to the playoffs. But I guess it is good that they're in the East. That's the weaker conference by far.
Chandler with the screen on Walker. That's a 2 from Smith. And too long on the shot.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Gordon. Smith up top. Some nice passing by New York here. Shot's good by Anthony.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Cats trail by 4. And Walker kicks to Zeller. There's the triple. And it's Gordon. That time on the assist by Jefferson. Jefferson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
This is great. 3-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
Smith dishes to Stoudemire. Blocked. Goes back up. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
I'll tell you what I love about him, his ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong, even with defenders hanging all over him. He continues to finish at the basket.
Steve, another signature part of his game is the way he runs the pick and roll. He gets so
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, Kev. Mike Woodson had some words for his team over that last break. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Stoudemire. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And Damari certainly has missed his share of time on the floor, but when he did play last season, there were a lot of times Clark he got it done.
Kevin, on a per-minute basis, he was as good as ever. I think in a reserve role, maybe controlling his minutes can help preserve his knees. And, he's skilled enough to score even if he's not jumping out of the gym.
Jefferson passing to Walker. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Charlotte making a switch here. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Martin with a screen on Walker. Pass to Anthony. Three-pointer. Here's Here's Bargnani. Right through the knee for the layup. Bargnani's got his first points of the game. Bobcats trail by 6. And Walker gets to Biyombo. Back to Walker. And here's Gordon from outside. That doesn't go either for Gordon. New York's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Nice shot by Smith. Charlotte's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half.
You know, when you have a season that the Bobcats had last year, it's easy to look at a number of low points, but perhaps the lowest point was being down by 50 points to the Thunder in the game early in the season. And that one's hard to swallow.
Felton kicks to Smith. Back to Felton. He dishes it to Martin. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane. Well, now they're just going to town on him.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Bobcats trail by 8. And as you said, Clark, to be down 50 points to any team really is a low point for a team, and could sum up the Bobcat season last year. Just too little offense and, Steve, not enough defense.
How about that combination, Kevin? Too little offense, not enough defense. I think that usually will signify a poor season.
For the Bobcats, Henderson comes in for Gordon, and Sessions subbed in for Walker. Feeds to Carmelo. The 3, and he gets it to go. Anthony's got 6 in the quarter.
I love the flow that they've been playing with offensively tonight. This is an impressive performance.
Well, and that lead they have just continues to grow and grow.
But on that shot, with that, the Knicks lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Henderson. New York's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And Udrich kicks to Anthony. Dishes it to Bargnani. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Bargnani's got his second basket.
They've been getting way too many high percentage looks close to the basket, and tell you what, when they're getting them, they're converting.
You know, the play in the paint, an aspect of this game that has gone entirely their way.
The Knicks leading by 7. The drive by Shumpert. Here's Martin. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And I would think a lot of attention will be focused on that Orlando contest.
Here's Shumpert. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Amon Shumpert.
Boy, the floor really opened up for him there.
It sure did. A good job getting it started before the defense can get itself set.
That's 3 in a row, guys. 3 three-pointers consecutively. These guys are just raining in shots.
Yeah, the defenders can't be as soft as they've been on the perimeter there.
Anthony with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. Here's Udrich. 6 on the shot clock. Anthony's shot is off. Now here's Henderson, guarded by Shumpert. Henderson kicks to Sessions. And there's a whistle. It goes on him on Shumpert. And that's his first foul. Here is Sessions. From deep three-point range, the shot is off. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. New York ahead, up by 6. Don't go anywhere.
Next Thursday night, November 7th, Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers go up against Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs. Live from AT&T Center. Be there.
And a moment now to take a look at our State Farm assist of the game. With 6 in the game, it's been some excellent court vision from Raymond Felton.
Well, he's been key to their ability to find the open man and really get the offense operating smoothly.
The Knicks leading by 6. There's the lob to the hoop, and J.R. Smith with the slam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Took him no time at all on that one. 6 points for Kemba Walker.
That's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
This is great. Three-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Pargo. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. New York's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. Felton with the ball. Now guarded by Parker. Jefferson with the double team. 6 on the shot clock. And so here is New York. 5 to shoot. Felton goes in. Tries again. And Chandler with a nice bucket inside. And now it's a 10-point Knicks lead.
Shaky defense down low again. It's been a mismatch in the paint.
I'm sure they didn't go into this one expecting to get battered like they have inside.
Charlotte calls timeout.
He can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up in the paint.
They are just way too porous as a defense right now. A lot of holes in that defense. It's a good time to use a timeout here.
Brendan Haywood, he's checked in for Jefferson. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, guys, I got a chance to hear what Steve Clifford was saying to his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively, saying, listen, let's make the simple play. Take care of the basketball. We can't afford to waste any possessions. Guys, can they clean it up?
There's Walker with the three, and he gets it to go. Walker's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Charlotte.
Now, the way this defense is playing out there, I mean, they might as well not be there. It's 5 straight wide-open threes.
Yeah, and that's way too many. I mean, typically teams will get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide-open threes, but they just haven't figured it out yet.
Felton dishes to Stoudemire. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Stoudemire playing very well. 9 points, then he's made 3 shots at the foul line.
Well, that's important. I mean, get to the foul line. Any team, when you can outscore your opponent from the foul line, it's critical, and he's trying to do his part right there.
Let's do this, step.
That one is off. Good on the second free throw.
A lot of high hopes for the Knicks in last year's playoffs. They started off so hot, but then let the series against Boston drag on, and eventually went to 7 games, and they fell to the Pacers in the second round after that.
Nothing fancy about that play. Just good, hard-nosed basketball to haul in the board.
Stolen by Henderson. Gordon kicks to Walker. Charlotte moving the ball around. Henderson passes to Gordon. Fires for 3. That drops. Gordon's got 23. And the Boston series did drag on them, you could tell. You wonder if they were a bit fatigued going into that Pacers series. Steve, Indiana just outplayed him, outworked him in every way in the second round.
Yeah, I think it was a factor, Kevin, and really the Knicks have only themselves to blame. They had Boston down 3-1 and a home game to close it out, but they couldn't get it done. And there's no doubt that affected them against Indiana in the next series.
And again, Charlotte with the triple.
It seems like they've given up far too many points from the three-point shot today. A lot of open looks out there.
I agree, Steve. The defensive rotations have been abysmal.
Smith kicks to Stoudemire. Goes up the baseline, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Taylor kicks to Walker. And the foul called on Ben Gordon. That'll be his second foul of the game. For the Bobcats, Al Jefferson's checked in for Hayward. Zeller comes in for Taylor. And Michael Kidd-Gilchrist subbed in for Gerald Henderson.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Felton against Walker, and they call an illegal screen here.
You know, that turnover right there isn't typical of the performance he's turned in today. In fact, that's his only turnover of the game. He's done a really good job taking care of the ball.
Bobcats trail by 6. The feed to Kidd-Gilchrist. There's 3-pointers off the mark. For New York, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Shots good by Anthony.
That jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Yeah, they've been pulling up and watching them go down.
And Walker kicks to Jefferson. Back to Walker. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 5. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Left in the fourth quarter. Stoudemire with the ball. And Zeller picks him up defensively. Here's Anthony. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
And Walker kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Wow, this fourth quarter has just been tremendous for them from deep.
Yeah, they're locked in and putting up a ton of points from outside.
Walker against Felton. He kicks to Smith. Stoudemire inside. He's guarded by Zeller. Stoudemire with the bucket.
Well, you gotta like his shot selection today. He set a good example for the rest of his teammates.
And Walker kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. No good from outside.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound category. They've got to continue to work on the glass.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they're on the right side of the ledger, and that is all that matters to them right now with the lead they have.
And Walker kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Tips it. It's good on the putback. And that's now 7 points for Al Jefferson.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Felton against Walker. Here's Smith. Here's Stoudemire. Excellent D there from Cody Zeller.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
And they go to the intentional foul. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. Smith dishes to Felton. That's tipped.
Urgent possession here, Clark. They need a basket.
No doubt about it, Steve. They need quick, efficient scoring.
Gordon, the pass to Jefferson. The kick out to Walker. And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. Here's Haywood. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. And Jeff Taylor gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Clutch free throws there to ensure that they're going to go home with the W.
So it's New York picking up the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. What was your approach defensively overall tonight, and how did it help dictate the pace?
Come out here, move the ball, and play defense. You know, we knew they were going to try to force it into their big guys, so we wanted to trap them, make them turn the ball over.
JR, appreciate the time as always. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Raymond Felton.